So what we're going to do with this Duette top-down bottom-up shade is we're going to remove the LiteRise handle off of the center rail. The bottom rail handle removes in much the same manner. This is a shade that the LiteRise system is not broken on. We're replacing the handle for whatever reason. So what I'm going to do is take this shade and stretch it out to give me room to work on the handle. I'm going to go ahead and take some hemostats here and go ahead and lock off the cords here up right underneath the head rail. Lock those cords off together there. And what's happened there is the LiteRise system is no longer retracting those rails together inside the head rail. We don't want to lose control of the cords. Remove the end cap out of the shade, take the center rail, and I'm going to slide it off the shading. But what I'm really doing is taking the bottom rail and sliding it to the right, which is going to absorb the cord from the bottom rail as it travels now through the shade this direction. And I just need to simply move the shade over far enough to where I can get to the handle on the shade. I've got the handle screw located up under here inside the rail, but I also have this magnet here. And what the magnet does is it holds the shade together with another magnet located in the top of the head rail. Now with this magnet in this location, I'm not going to be able to get the screw past that magnet. That magnet's going to want to grab right onto that screw. So what I'm going to do is mark that location with a pencil. I'm going to use an awl here and just mark that location, give myself a little line so I can replace that magnet back in its correct location. I'm going to go ahead and undo the cam lock, slide that magnet well out of the way. I don't want to be fighting that while I'm trying to get the screw in here. Then I'm going to take my number 6 Torx here, and I do need a long driver to access this screw. But I'm going to come in, put my driver right onto the screw here, and turn it counterclockwise, and remove that handle right out the end of this rail here. And I magnetized my driver so that it just grabs onto the screw and takes it out. To go ahead and return the handle into place, I'm going to use the 2 features here and here to locate that handle into the bottom rail. The center hole will line up with the center hole here on my rail. So the 2 features here, the center hole goes in that location. The handle always goes with the Hunter Douglas name towards the top. I'm going to flip it over, holding that into place, bring my magnetized driver into place with the screw on it, and return that screw into place. And again, we're using a torque wrench on this, basically a torque hand driver. I'm going to run it just until it breaks and stop driving that driver. That's going to break at 3.5 inch-pounds. So now I've got my handle into place, it's secured here. I don't want to get all excited and start putting this back together. I want to make sure I move this magnet back to my scribe line to make sure it lines up with the magnet up in the head rail. So I'm just going to come in, and that magnet wants to grab anything. I'm going to come in, turn the can lock, move that magnet over, slide it into position, and lock it into place. I'm going to go ahead and slide the fabric over the magnet. And as I'm doing this again, I want to go ahead and raise the shade up as I'm putting the shade back together. So move it a little. You can use the shade to pull it a little bit on a shade this small. And now I've got my rails back into position. I'm going to come around to this side. I'm going to go ahead and return my end cap into place. Insert it into the end of the shade. Now I carefully want to go ahead and remove my hemostats off of the cord that's locking this into place. I don't want to just release it and let it all flop back together. I want to keep those rails apart as best I can and remove those hemostats out, and then slowly raise the shade back into the stacked position. And that's how you replace a handle on a Duette top-down bottom-up shade with LiteRise.